Contractor tip number 70 from the book 501 Contractor Tips. Create a plan for dealing with difficult customers. I usually start out by trying to diffuse any hostile situations, and realistically that is the key to dealing with hostile clients, difficult customers. This is the key. And basically I learned this from somebody who was telling me, they were pointing out to me what I did, some of the flaws here. And again, this is how we learn. You can listen to, if 10 people are telling you that you do this, you might want to think about it. If one person tells you you do something, or maybe two, you don't really have to think about it that much. And when someone points something out that just rings a bell, makes a lot of sense. This realistically, it's kind of like what I said. These are the small changes or the small things in your life that you can change that can lead to big improvements in your life or your business. So what this individual told me, I'll never forget, they said that when I'm arguing with someone, let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being extremely abusive and confrontational and 0 being passive, he said, when you're on a level 2, and then they respond with that level, and then I take it to level 3, or they respond by taking it up a notch, and I start working my way up this ladder. Pretty soon I'm at level 5, they're at level 5, level 6 might be ready to punch it out, and we're almost there. We're almost ready to duke it out. It doesn't need to go that far. If they take it to level 2, and you stay at level 2 or bring it down a notch, they're probably not going to go to level 3 or level 4. They might remain at level 2 or come down a notch also. I mean, think about it. Someone comes up, they're hot, they're mad. Hey, you SOB, this, that, this, and they're just laying it on thick. And then you say, oh, what is the problem? Hey, it's this, yes, this and that, you know. Okay, calm down. And sometimes when you tell someone to calm down, don't tell me to calm down. I'm not even mad. So that's not always going to be the best. You're going to have to do that at the right point. And I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm no specialist on psychology. Little bit, yeah. Stuff that I've ran into, came across, yes. But I'm not suggesting any of this, any information in this book is going to work for every single person the way that I'm explaining it. You're going to need to make your adjustments and compensate as you go along. You might be the kind of person that just lets the person vent and just, hey, let it get it off the chest and think about it and say, you know what, I need a day to think about this. And they agree to it. You know, there are so many different ways you can use to diffuse a hostile situation and deal with difficult customers. You know, if you figure out a few ways that work, then you're going to be better off. And like I said, it might not work for everybody, but let's just say you come up with a plan that works for 50% of the people. Hey, this is going to help you out. If you come up with another plan that works for another 20%, now you're at 70% of the people. You've just eliminated a lot of frustration in your life. You just removed it, thrown it right out the window. You don't have to deal with this again. If you continue to learn about this, how people react to certain things, maybe it's the way you act. I mean, let's face it. There are some people who don't have to say a darn word. All they need to do is look at you a certain way, and you read into it. They think I'm stupid. You know, I hate that when they do that. You know, it makes you feel dumb. It makes you feel, it irritates you in some way. Hey, if that's the only problem you're dealing with, then this one's going to be easier to solve because it's you responding to that. But if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, you know, when you go like this, you cross your arms, or you look at me like, hello, I want to rip your head off." Okay, quit doing it. And again, there are some people you can do that around and not offend them. Knock yourself out. More than likely, you probably are offending them in a certain way. It might be on a lower scale than someone else, but what's the point in doing that? What's the point in continuing to do something that is going to irritate someone, especially a client? So again, if you're going to stay in business as a contractor, if you're looking for future referrals, if you're trying to expand and grow your business because you desire to make more money, you want to have a nicer house, you want to have a car collection, you want to go on nice vacations, whatever it is, if this is truly what you desire out of life, you will need to adjust and compensate for every single problem you run into along the way. And if you are the kind of person who blows up, gets overreactive, you're going to have to tone it down. If you're the kind of person who argues with someone like I did, and when I say I did, I still do. I still have a problem with it. They take it up a notch, I take it up a notch. Pretty soon we're ready to punch it out. This isn't a good place to be. And I can tell you personally that this doesn't make me feel good. The last time I raised my voice at a person, I couldn't believe I did it. I couldn't understand it. And this was probably about a year ago. And I felt bad. It didn't make me feel good. Well, hey, is this a feeling I want to continue to have? Hey, invite that person back over and let's repeat the situation. No, it's not. And whose fault was it? Realistically, it was mine, because I overreacted to something that they said that was insulting to me. They continued to insult me. I overreacted, blew the thing out of proportion, and realistically created a little bit of friction in my life. Hey, I don't need that. If you don't need it in your life either, you're going to have to develop a plan to deal with difficult people, especially your customers or anyone that's going to be working with you.